Welcome to This Is the Place, brought to you by We Own This Town, where we discuss the ever-growing and shrinking restaurant and bar options in Nashville, Tennessee. My name is Matt. My co-host is Mickey on his phone, not paying attention.
Am I really on my phone?
What are you doing, man? How are you doing?
I'm going to have to call you later. No, I'm not. What's up, man?
I'm doing good. You doing all right?
I was looking for this menu.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some places don't want to put their menus up. You know, they want to keep it secret.
You know what the worst part about this?
What's
There's
that?
no bad part. But if I want to enjoy a meal or have a bite to eat without my phone, it's not possible to do that.
Yeah. I mean, gone are the days where you just like go in and see what happens because you have no idea. You know, you want to be able to check it out first. Right?
I'm recording it for this experience. That's what I mean.
I know.
You know, I'm trying to have a nice meal. I got to take my phone out. I'm taking pictures, and I'm that guy. You know, who wants to be that guy? You know?
Nobody.
But anyway, I guess I have to be that guy.
There are a couple people.
Not so bad. I'll be that guy.
All right.
So, yeah, man. So, what's going on?
Oh, man. I think I've already failed at my New Year's resolution.
Who does those anyway?
Everybody.
I guess they do. I don't.
Yeah.
No, not me.
Yeah. That's okay, though. I mean, you know, I can be my February 1 resolution.
Your resolution wasn't to grow a beard? If you did, you did it.
No, it was to try to curb the alcohol that I'm drinking. And not stop it.
But
not
still,
to stop it.
Just to turn it down a little bit.
But I'm drinking a beer right now. So
Okay. I see what you mean. I got it. I understand.
You know, it happens. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
You know,
Yeah.
and it kind of, since we do this podcast, it is going to make it difficult.
We have to
if
drink
I wanna
a little, you have to eat a little if we're going to
tell people about drinks. But maybe that was an ill thought out resolution. No, but typically I know I think resolutions are a little bit BS. Most of the time I don't have. I think one of my New Year's resolutions was to clean up something in the house that my wife has been telling me about to clean it.
Get rid of that turntable?
Yeah. Dude. No, she's very happy with the size of the speakers that I got.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
I downsized. And
you did get a turntable.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, sorry.
So yeah, but no. Overall, things are great.
Well,
things
you know,
and as we move in 2019, of course, there are new places in Nashville
absolutely
to talk about.
And so early in 2019, there are lots of new places to talk about. Some more relevant, I'd say, at this time anyway, because there's stuff coming up. But I don't know. Didn't we just have coffee? This morning somewhere?
We did.
Yeah?
And on the east side.
On the east side.
A place we've talked about before the south side.
Yes, we have.
And it is called Stay Golden.
And if you remember Stay Golden, they had a amazing coffee beverage with corn milk that they painstakingly pulled from the corn kernels to make this augmented coffee drink.
Very tasty.
Yes.
I remember you texting me about it, like the first time you had it, and you're just saying, you love your coffees, your flavored coffees.
I like coffee drinks, yes.
Right. I'm not saying you like your French vanilla creamer in a coffee. I'm just saying you like unique coffee drinks.
No, I mean, if they're going to go to the trouble to try to come up with something new and different, I'm going to definitely go for it.
Well, let me ask you something. Were you able to have that this morning?
On the east side, at Stay Golden, they have their own selection of coffee beverages. Yes. One of their augmented coffee drinks that has the rested espresso.
Yes, rested espresso.
Rested
great night's
espresso.
sleep.
It happens to have. They did not happen to have the one with the corn milk base.
Stay Golden.
Yes, but they did have another unique coffee beverage, and it's was it gingerbread?
Yeah, gingerbread one.
Yeah, gingerbread.
They had several, I think.
They did have several.
So it's on the east side. It's right next to Crying Wolf, I guess.
Yeah, right beside it.
On Woodland Street.
Absolutely right beside it.
And hasn't been open for that long.
No.
And good for Stay Golden. They're trying to broaden their reach in Nashville.
They're spreading it around. And the food looked phenomenal. Those breakfast potatoes are like perfect.
Yeah.
And the avocado toast, it was spot on.
Yeah,
very good.
So any of our listeners who heard the Stay Golden episode where we talked about it on the south side, they were like, I don't like to go to Woodbine that much.
Yeah,
but
there's one on your side.
But but I live on the east side. You can go to one on the east side now, and have a great cup of Joe and some good food.
Yes.
Anyway, so moving on.
All right, so it is that season, sports season.
Yes, we're not talking about that yet.
Okay, all right, fine.
We're talking about. No, we can talk.
No, talk about whatever you want, man.
Okay.
This is your show. Do it.
Oh my God, dude.
No, what are we talking about?
You're. I'm not even gonna go there. This is not my show. This is your show.
It's not my.
This was your concept.
No,
Michael came to you about the. All right, okay, we won't get into this right now.
Come on.
Anyway, so I was gonna maybe mention a brand new restaurant that hasn't been open long at all.
Yeah.
I think it opened at the end of 2018 called Liberty Common.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Yeah.
And so that was opened by the same people that opened the meat-loving place. Meat loving guys, but that opened Butchertown Hall.
Yeah. On Germantown.
In Germantown.
Yes.
Liberty Common, however, is open downtown. It is really near Ascend Theater.
You could actually
And-
step outside the front door and you're looking at Ascend. So if you're planning on going to see a show, great place.
Really
to
close
pop in. Yeah.
To the batter's box, not too far from there.
It's closer to Ascend.
Yeah, it's close.
The amphitheater. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so Liberty Common is opened end of 2018. It's a French-leaning
Nice
restaurant mixed
Bistro
with
style.
The southern roots of the owner, our chef, Jeffrey Rhodes. And, and so that's, I don't know a lot about it other than that. We haven't been there yet, but just wanted to put that out.
Yeah,
on the
definitely
radar.
Check it out. It's there. Yeah, and it's located downtown. It's on First Avenue. There's a new high-rise building they built there.
Yeah.
And it's right beside the Green Pheasant,
which we will be coming to shortly.
We'll talk about that a little bit later
in this episode.
I have been there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But first, another fairly new restaurant that has been. You were talking about its sports season.
Yes, it is.
Titans, unfortunately, did not continue on, but Predators still having a little struggles. But hopefully they're going to continue on.
You're going to want to go somewhere and watch these games.
So, like the regular run-of-the-mill sports bar isn't necessarily your thing. You're more of a high-end person.
Yeah, you need a little.
You want something extra. Then there is a place called the Ainsworth, which is on 21st Avenue South. It is right behind Vanderbilt, really close to the Mellower Mushroom. I'm just trying to give some context of where it is.
Right beside the Henley, also.
Right beside the Henley. It's so funny because when we went there, so as most people do, when you've had a job for a while, you're settled in for the place where you live, you hang out in that area. You go to your job, you come home, you go out some, but I honestly, it's the first time I had been in that area, probably in a couple of years, honestly, that 21st Avenue, that little corner right there. And it did not look like Nashville to me.
It's changed quite a bit.
It was
quite a bit.
So I was like, where am I? It really, really, I remember that little corner. I was at a gas station that had been vacant there forever. And anyway, it's been completely redone. I did not realize that It was a bit shocking to me.
Yes.
I felt like
got
it
the
was somewhere
Kimpton
else.
Hotel there.
Yeah, right. I had no idea
and,
there was a hotel there. Not that I'm surprised. I
Bananas
mean,
and
but I
Caviar,
was like, okay,
it's over there.
this is
Yeah.
New Nashville.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it is. So anyway, we went into Ainsworth, and it is a chain. There are 8 other Ainsworth. There's a couple in New York, some in Jersey, I think one in Kansas City, and maybe 1 or 2 others. And so they opened one here sometime at the end of 2018, and we went to check it out. And so when we first walk in, I was like, this is a fairly big size room. It was pretty open. There's a bar right in the middle of
It's pretty massive.
the restaurant. Yeah. And like we mentioned at the beginning, it's upscale sports bar. So you have this kind of like faux greenery along the walls and the lots. I mean, it is a sports bar. There's lots of TVs.
Yes.
And the TVs kind of have...
They're framed.
They're framed in, this art... Gold, yeah, old style,
giant
kind of antique looking frames.
You're like, oh, wow.
Lots of gold framed mirrors.
Yeah. It's got a really, I'd say, kind of a high end.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it reminded me...
What?
You know how Walden in East Nashville has that green faux thing? It's kind of similar to that. But when we went, I guess Vanderbilt was out of school already. Well, what I'm saying is when
we were there for lunch.
We went for lunch. We didn't go for dinner. I guess maybe there wasn't a lot of sports going on because when we went there, there were not very many people in there, which isn't saying it's a bad place. I'm just saying.
Go watch the game there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go watch whatever game you want there. But
they've got some burger stuff going on. They've got some serious burgers.
Yeah, so it's sort of gourmet style menu.
Mac and cheese? Would you say that's?
Well, so they have, but they have like steaks. Oh, they have like high end. If you want
all that, I just saw.
Yeah,
the burgers, man.
Yeah, they have burgers.
Get great sandwiches.
They have deviled eggs. Of course, like most restaurants that nowadays in Nashville, there's a Nashville hot chicken sandwich that's available.
I did see that on the menu, but they have a lamb burger.
Yeah.
A hanger burger.
But if you don't want a burger, you can get like a prime rib.
True.
So you had the mac and cheese burger.
Yes.
I had the FGT burger, which is a fried green tomato burger.
With white pimento cheese.
Yeah. And, it was a huge burger. You could split it. You could easily split it. No reason to get your own burger unless you're super hungry and want to eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
But overall, my kind of takeaway from that was if you want to go to Edgefield Sports Bar, this is not it. Ainsworth is nothing. There's nothing like that.
Let's see. And it's not a Buffalo Wild Wings either.
It's not a Buffalo Wild Wings at all.
We're talking like,
I mean, you're gonna. It's nice, and you're gonna spend a little green. I
mean, the average, the most expensive burger is
$19 probably.
$17.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but you can get a lamb burger if you want a lamb burger. They have the Smashville burger, double patties, double cheese, and their special sauce.
So, do you want to go ahead and do the rating system, the scorecard with that, or do you want to? Because
I just say all that I would go if it was necessary for me to go watch a game, and I happened to be in the Vanderbilt area.
And I
probably wouldn't choose that place.
Yeah, if you have relatives that are coming in town that are staying at the Kimpton, is a huge, Patriots fan and wants to go see the game, then that would be a place I would maybe suggest.
Yeah.
Am I ever going to go there again? Probably not. Probably not.
No, nor am I. But
which is fine. Which is fine. I mean, when there's so many places in town, it's not gonna
so many other options.
Not gonna
I mean,
be a place like that. You're a place you want to go back to every time.
I mean, do you have a favorite team? I mean, what game would you watch anyway? I don't think I've
Manchester City.
Okay, that may be playing there.
And it might be, because Premier League soccer is going on right now.
Yeah, it is. It's happening.
So,
there you go.
I might go see them.
I'd probably go to Double Dogs. Double Dogs for my money.
I'd definitely go to Double Dogs to see the Grizzlies play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Ainsworth is what it is. It's there. If you want a high-end sports bar, that is the place to go. Without a doubt.
It's a place to go. I would say it's.
Well, what other high-end sports bars are there in town?
Well, I would not have to go.
Then go to Ainsworth.
Yeah, go there.
All right, or don't go there.
No,
apparently you want to tell people do not go there.
That I would go to Double Dogs over that place.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All
Double Dogs, a little unbuttoned.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
Yeah, I get it.
It's one on the west side, one on.
But
Andy,
again, if your relatives are in town, they have a huge Nashville sign
to take them somewhere. And
you can get your photo op that you were in Nashville.
I can't say that I didn't do that.
Yeah, of course, kids, you're that guy.
I'm not.
You'll
that
do
guy. It. Boo. Anyway, back to downtown, folks.
So let's bring it back next to Liberty Common
on 2nd Avenue, across from Ascend.
Green Pheasant.
No, it's First
Avenue. Yeah. First Avenue. Yeah.
The Green Pheasant. Now they're in the family of restaurants. 210 Jacks, fantastic place on the east side.
Yeah, right across from Rose Pepper and that. Little, I don't know what that area
right
is
by
called.
Jenny's Ice Cream.
Yeah.
All right. So over the years,
sushi place. In case anybody doesn't know.
Ramen.
Oh, Jesus.
They have it all.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's the same.
Okay.
Ramen. It's about the ramen.
Okay.
But it's one of my favorite places to go to. And
210 Jack is
yes,
one of my favorite.
and I've gone there over the years.
Uh-huh.
So does and then they opened 210 Jacks in Chattanooga. So I was like, bravo. So it's great, and I highly recommend if you're in the East Nashville area to stop in at 210 Jacks. They have great happy hour. The garlic noodles, fantastic, delicious. So when I heard that they opened up a new place downtown, I was like, where is this place that they've opened up? The Green Pheasant, it's a very large space, and it's a beautiful space. The place looks very cool, very cool. And I went in for happy hour.
Okay.
And the menu is very similar to
210.
Yeah, very very similar. Okay. I guess.
So how is it different?
I'd say the decor for one, and the size of the place.
Okay. So So otherwise, food wise, it is very similar.
It is similar.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought it was a totally different.
No. It's Asian inspired. And they've got some great stuff. I mean, they have ramen. They have like two. It looked like the menu that I was looking at. They had two like featured ramens, each they're about $15 to $16. And
so you had a ramen dish when you went there?
I did not.
Oh, you didn't. You just hung out at the bar.
I didn't. I hung out at the bar, and it was happy hour, and I had a couple of happy hour items.
Okay.
One, you actually posted a.
Hey, let's not go there.
I'm just saying.
The presentation was amazing.
Yeah, but
so I thought, I don't know what I wasn't there. I don't know what this is, but it looks pretty.
But there was no food on the plate.
Dude.
I mean, but it's great. No, it's my fault. I didn't tell you. I mean, there were dumplings on it before the plate became empty. But the presentation is so phenomenal that an empty plate, it still look good.
Obviously.
You're like, I'm going to have that. But
it's my southern roots coming out. And I thought, I can sop my bread in this sauce. It looks good. It must be its own thing.
That was my whole thing. I was like, man, I should have some of this. But they also have... I mean, at 210 Jacks, they have this fried chicken thing. Okay, so at the Green Pheasant, on the happy hour menu, they also had these fried chicken bites, and I had those. Those were very good. And they came out, and there were like a few people sitting around me, and they were like, "What are those?" I was on the tail end of happy hour, and I offered to share, but I didn't because they were delicious. I'm just saying. I mean, on the menu, you'll find some small plates. Looks like it's the midday menu. small plates. They have a lotus seaweed salad. There's also, like I said, they have some ramen selections. I don't know. I highly recommend it. Just for if you are into Asian food at all, I would go there. And the drinks, they have a cocktail menu for happy hour. And I'd also recommend it for a date just because the space is a very cool space. As far as I was sitting at the bar and there were a couple of the bartenders from 210 Jacks. So it felt really, the vibe is really cool. I just highly recommend it.
It's comfortable.
I'd say go. Check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you're into ramen, definitely pop in if you happen to be downtown. It's great. So yeah.
Will do.
It's the place.
All right. Well, so I know a place that you used to frequent and love back years ago before New Nashville was even a thing.
Whoa, I'm okay.
Really,
I hear you.
One of the first places that kind of started the food scene here and the craft cocktail scene here. Maybe not the food scene, but definitely the craft cocktail scene was Holland House.
Yes.
And Holland House, you loved it. You used to
Holland House is great. I mean,
and that was around for however long it was.
It was around for a while, and the space is vacant.
Yeah, and it closed down for a while, and then it opened up.
Yeah, and it's
a new place opened.
Yes, and it's called Lyra.
Mm-hmm. It's been around for a little bit.
No, it's been open for a bit. It has. Yeah. And I remember the first time I read the review about it was like a classic take on. I'm blanking.
For lack of a better word, Middle Eastern food. I don't know if it's more Persian based.
It wasn't even a classic take. It said a modern take on that, and I was like, "Why would you need to put a modern spin on that? Right. Come on! It's been around forever."
Well, let's be honest. You loved Holland House, and I think when I mentioned going to Lyra a while back. You shut it down. You're like, no, I can't go. I can't go in there.
It was because of what the tagline for the restaurant. That was why. Oh, okay. It wasn't the place.
It wasn't because of you.
No, it had nothing.
Bitterness.
It had nothing to do with that.
Okay,
no.
Well, good.
I'm all for the new, but it had to do with that. I was completely wrong.
Okay.
Whatever spin they're putting on it, they have got it down. I went for happy hour for drinks. I had a great beer. And I'd actually eaten previously before, and I wasn't really going to get any food. And the thing is like the vibe, the place felt really good. Mm-hmm.
So the photo that I posted of Lyra, did it actually have some food on the plate?
I think it did.
Okay.
It did. It did.
Thank God.
I mean, I walk in, I sit down, they're playing LCD Sound System, which is my band, and I'm at the bar. And the bartender, she comes up and she's telling me all about the food that's on the menu. She recommends a great beer that was phenomenal. And then I mentioned that I'd already eaten prior. And she's like, well, maybe you should just have the olives. I had the warm olives, and it was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do.
You realized that I got to get something else.
Well, no, I realized I should come back.
Okay.
I had already had dinner.
Okay.
Come on, Matt.
All right. Well,
I might have already had. I might have already had two dinners.
Okay. There we go.
There you go. All right.
Comes out.
I already had two dinners. So I just popped in to get a feel for the place. So I did make my way back to Lyra, and the thing about Lyra is the chef, the person who's responsible for the place, he has worked at various different places, and he had put his spin on various different dishes around town. But for him actually to be able to open up his own place and bring what it is that he does, this style of food, was huge. Yeah. And you could definitely feel that vibe coming off the staff. That's how they felt about it. So I went back again for dinner this time. And I had a few.
Let me ask you something. I don't know the answer to this.
I'm always nervous when you ask what go.
Hummus?
Yes. Not only that, but they have a. I'm gonna
because for me that determines whether I even want to go any further. Is how is the hummus?
How's the hummus? Would you like it with chili roasted turnips and candied onions, or would you like it with added lamb and sweet pepper puree?
So it's like a.
Or would you like it with wood roasted jalapeno relish?
I mean, okay. So
there's the hummus collective where you can get all of them, and then they have breads, and it's like I want to say they're daily breads, but I think it's called mamouche.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
I feel like I got it wrong.
I know how you are with pronouncing things. That sounds
but it
pretty
is
spot on to me.
I mean, it is so good, and they have a featured one every day.
Oh, okay.
So, and again, I'd have to say, as far as a restaurant that would be romantic, that maybe to go on a date, this would be it, because you're eating with your hands, and you can definitely share it. They're kind of small plates, and it's delicious. I don't know. I had a fantastic meal. Yeah. I mean, it was some type of a North African inspired dish that was really great, and it just went out of my head.
You don't have to
it just went out
give us in great detail. I gotta say it's.
Then I had some roasted carrots also that were phenomenal.
Just spot on.
It was really good all the way around. All I can say is make your way to Lyra because it's worthwhile and you'll enjoy it. And then the space, Holland House, whatever it was before, it looks amazing now. If you're going to have a party or something like that, there's a back room where you can have the party, but the main restaurant, it's just got a really nice feel.
Cool.
It's got a great feel to it.
Great. We'll have to go there with my wife. She's already been there, but I'll take her go on a date there.
What did she? Well, maybe she can take you on a date there. So
that'd be nice.
How did?
She doesn't take me out very often.
Libby, Matt is due for a date. So, did she like it?
She loved it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, she was like, "Why have you guys not talked about this place yet?"
Well, I did talk about it. Yeah,
so
but it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do this, and I know it's gonna be annoying to you, but we're gonna do a scorecard. We're going to do it.
Okay.
All right. So Ainsworth scorecard. Vibe.
5.
Signage.
3.
Take a date.
You mean like your buddies because you're going to go watch a football game? In that case, I'll give it a 7.
All right. Music. Honestly, don't even remember any music because this is sports
Center.
Bar, so
I was busy.
I would say NA. Not
okay.
out.
Yeah, I was watching Sports Center. Yeah.
Originality. I will give it for originality. I'll give it a 9.
I mean, it's new.
Because it's own
new.
thing.
It's appropriate. It works.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a bachelorette party in there. I could see that easily. Or you got people in town for the game. It's fine.
Bar
it's fine.
eating.
Vanderbilt. It's in the Vandy area. Yeah. It works. It works.
So bar eating. The bar looked huge.
Yeah, you need it at the bar. So give it you definitely go by yourself. So I'll give it a 7.
Cost.
Wow. Pricey for the burger that I had, which was mac and cheese, which was a mistake. You should either have mac and cheese or a hamburger, not both of them on the same on a bun. Yeah. Between a bun. So I give it a 5.
5. All right. Moving on.
How was your burger?
My burger, it was good. It was huge, but I had to, you have to use a knife and fork.
But would you give it a?
I know. I thought my burger was tasty. I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good. I'm just, as we've talked about before, I'm just not super huge into like paying a lot of money for burgers, but
I
know you are, but
you still haven't had the burger.
I know. I will, and we'll talk about it. Okay. And we will talk about it. So. We kind of sort of, we didn't get any numbers, but Lyra. So is it Lyra or Lyra? Or Lyra?
I'm going to go with Lyra.
Like Lyra. Lyra bar.
It's Lyra.
I thought it's Lyra. You just said LRA.
You said L and you said Y.
Oh, and then you said R. I'm sorry. You were finishing.
I said A.
Okay.
Yeah, we were doing a spelling.
All right. So vibe, scorecard.
I would give it a 9.
Like it. Okay. Signage.
I'd give it a 9.
Take a date. I think you'd give it a 10.
10.
Music. So you didn't talk about the music.
A 10.
Really?
Yes. LCD sound system.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that. Yeah.
It felt so good. Great wine selection. Everything is great about it. I mean, there's no negatives.
I'll give you. I'm going to throw a new one out.
Oh, okay.
Pretentiousness.
No, they were very, very pleasant. In fact, when I walked in, they were like, "Welcome back."
Wow.
And not only that,
face, man. People don't forget that face.
No. It's one for radio. So even, from behind the bar to the hostess to anyone that was waiting on you, they took their time to explain what was going on with the menu. Now, with a menu like this, I mean, it's not likely that you know everything that's going on, but they took the time to explain it. They recommended some of the things that they like, and they were very excited about the menu. So not pretentious at all. I would go.
Right. Originality.
Oh, very original, because it's a spin on an old thing, and they crushed it.
Yeah.
So
Cost.
right in line.
Yeah.
Very reasonable. Very.
All right.
Very reasonable. So
And so for Green Pheasant, vibe.
Overall vibe, I'd say an 8 also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Signage.
I give it an 8.
Yeah. Hookup potential.
You're downtown high, so I give it an 8. Especially if there's a concert going on.
Music. It might be a 10 depending on who's playing across the street or descend.
Good point. I think it's soundproof. You probably wouldn't be able to hear it on this. I can't guarantee you that. So yeah, music was good. It just had a good feel.
Decor.
Oh, music. They're playing hip hop, dude.
Oh,
It was nice.
Yeah. Okay.
They were playing classic hip hop. In
Nice.
fact, yeah.
Right. So the decor.
The decor was very nice. For the space being as big as it is, it looked good.
Yeah. 7,
Looked
8.
really good. I'd give it an 8.
Good. All right. I like it. I feel like, again, went to some good places. So what would you say about Lyra? Is Lyra?
I would definitely say that this is a place.
All right.
You definitely want to be there. It's great, man. It's on the east side also, by the way. If you're
Did we
wondering
mention
where it
that?
was. I don't know that we did.
It's on McFerrin Street. Anyway.
Okay. All right. Wait.
so-
All right. So, hey, folks, there's something that you need to look out for. We did a special interview with
Mike Wolf.
Yes, and who also currently has a podcast.
Just started.
Under the We Own This Town
We're gonna,
umbrella.
I guess, do an ad.
We're doing it
promo
right now. We're doing it right
for
now.
his podcast.
It's called Liquid Gold. Check it out. And we're talking deep dive into cocktails. Also, those folks that are making the cocktails around town and making things happen. Those folks that are at the places where you want to go and drink. They're also on that podcast talking about it.
Yeah, you had a good conversation with Mike. And
I did.
It'll be on.
We're gonna put it out.
Upcoming really soon.
Look out for it.
Also, look out for Dive Bar number 2. I think East Side is where we're going next, which will be coming up. So yeah, I think
lots of great stuff coming up.
Lots of good stuff coming up for this year, 2019.
Yeah, despite you just totally just blowing your New Year's resolution.
Oh my God,
we still have great stuff
That's
coming up
okay.
for 2019.
I think
you
I'll
can
get
at least
over
listen to it to us.
All right, I think that wraps it up for this episode. So remember, eat up, drink up, and if anybody asks, this is the place you want to be. See you next time.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Corn milk is weird, man. I mean, they have to milk that cob